Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Donkey Kong 64, Part 16. Part 16, fellas. In the last episode, we finished our backtracking that we basically had to do left with our little fella, Chunky here. And in this episode, we're starting a brand new area. I'm not exactly fond of this area, if you've heard my mention of it, I think last episode. Fellas, we're going underwater. We're going a little bit deep sea, if you will. Fellas, this is Gloomy Galleon. And, you know, I talked about this at length a little bit in some previous episodes, but this level is probably my least favorite in the game. Now, this isn't to say that I won't enjoy going through it. I think it's still a pretty fine level, but I think in comparison to literally every other level in this game, it's, you know, it's just kind of there, right? And I don't know, maybe, and I've said this before, maybe this Let's Play will give me a renewed sort of potential love for this level that I didn't previously have, because in the past I've mainly just remembered playing this mostly through Rando, and in Rando it's never usually great. Then again, in Rando there's also some quirky stuff that you usually have to end up taking into account, like a lot of the times you have to unlock the ability to go diving, meaning that typically if you're starting out with Gloomy Galleon and you don't have diving, I mean, at the very least, you know your selection of stuff that you have to do is pretty limited. So, yes, this is Gloomy Galleon. One thing I will always give this level, by the way, listen, where I do feel it lacks a lot in terms of, you know, logical progression, I do think that the level's aesthetics are very, very, very nice. I think they're extremely nice. Do I want to go ahead and do this? No, I'm not going to go ahead and do this because I really want to try and stick to my guns and, you know, kind of really stick to doing a Kong by a Kong, but we're going to be getting a Chunky GB that's over there here in a little while. Can I just, like, kindly ask you guys to screw off a little bit, because I do want to get this real quick. Thank you. I will be gladly claiming Donkey's first 10 bananas. I'll also get these 3 Chunky banana medals. We have a ton of banana medals for pretty much all the Kongs now, fellas. I think we're going to be mostly chilling for the most part, but we're going to go ahead. I'm going to check real quick to see if there isn't anything potentially available. Because I'm petty, by the way, I'm going to probably do this, you know, canon again and, you know, let Diddy get those bananas. Oh, you know what's crazy? I thought I could have gotten those, but alas, you know, not everything can work that way. So real quick, I'm going to actually see if there's any moves that you are able to get here. I don't think so. Oh. So I think that... Okay, so this is interesting. I don't think we're gonna do this just yet, if this is what I think it is. I'll look at this again real quick, but I believe the message that Cranky is prompting us here is for something that we do need to do. Yeah, okay. There is something that we need to do with him here. However, we're not gonna do it just yet. I will make sure to mark it down in my tracker that this is something that we need to do after this episode. But for now, we're gonna real quick just explore around here. I'm gonna get these what is it? Tiny bananas. We do have this little gate to open that we have to open with Diddy's peanut gun, which I think we'll actually just go ahead and do because, you know, what's the harm, right? We might even need to, I mean, yeah, actually, I do think we will need to go this way for some of Donkey's GBs, but for the most part, I think it's kind of a universal thing, you know, we all sort of have to go that way. But starting out, I do think we're going to be heading over this way first. Just gotta, there we go, cool, make it work. Real quick, we're going to go ahead and open up this gate with Donkey's coconut gun. By this point in the game, you know, it's pretty assured that even if you're maybe not finding banana coins as easy, you should be able to find, what is it? You should be able to find enough banana coins to get a gun at this point pretty easy. So real quick, if we dive down, you guys will notice there's this little up switch. We're going to go ahead and hit this because this raises the water level. We also have a button, I believe, on the other side of it that lowers the water level. And stuff like that's going to be pretty important. Now, from what I've noticed, most of the time, you kind of want the water level raised, in my opinion. But I think maybe, again, my lack of experience could make me want to take back that statement. Real quick, we are going to go ahead and get these banana coins as chunky. We have 60 as chunky, fellas. We have 60. We're also going to go ahead and do this. I don't exactly remember what doing this barrel blast course as Donkey does, because I don't think it gives you a GB, but I do think it does something important for you. Now, do I remember this blast course off the top of my head? No, but I'm going to try to remember. Okay, so down. I'd like the bananas, so I'm going to go the route of the bananas, honestly. Do this. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, yeah, so this is a loop around. I assume the bananas were just there if you wanted to get some actual colored bananas in your system. Do that. Give me that. I want the banana coin. I think there's going to be a banana coin up here, fellas. You bet your bottom dollar there is. Hold up. Go down. Is this... Are we doing this again? Yeah, we're doing this again. And I failed it. Okay, so we're going to just be doing this for a little bit, aren't we? Is this going to be another one of those episodes where we don't actually get that many GBs and we're mainly just, like, prepping for the world, right? Prepping for disaster. Listen, that will be the name of the episode, when in doubt, if it has to be. But, you know, I digress. Like I said, fellas, right now I don't feel like we're seeing the general progression of this level being horrible or anything, but it's just generally... Does it... Okay, that just sends me back. Can I... Okay. Down. But now we're back here. Hold on. What am I missing, man? If I go this way... I'm just gonna do this. We're back here. Alright. Cool. Send me up. I'm just gonna... See, is there anything, like, beyond this? Okay. I'll just have to... have to let it go a little farther, then. Yeah, there was. Okay. Oh, dude. Okay, third time's the charm. Listen, I think now that I know, okay? This is the way it's gonna go, man. The amount of barrel blast minigames they throw at you, by the way, I just gotta say, this is quite the abundance. I do believe they... I gotta have a little patience, you know? I have a little patience. I don't think I'm gonna jump cut this, by the way. I don't think I'm gonna jump cut this, because I think this is a pretty, like, meh thing. I don't think we're gonna be here the whole episode for, like, 6 minutes or something, like, doing this. I don't think that's gonna happen, but who knows, man? Anything's possible. Okay, we're gonna do this. And then it's basically third barrel that we loop around to, we gotta hit. Bingo. See, I was just trying to get those bananas. Okay. Thank you. Okay, took a little long. We got there. We got there eventually. Right, that frees the seal. Okay, cool. Now, that is going to be relevant for one of the GBs, but it's not going to be the one we do just yet. That's good to know. Yeah. So he hops over to another part of the map. Something you're going to notice a lot with this this level is that you got to do a lot of back and forth on the map in general, and it's just kind of a little bit nightmarish. Real quick, we're going to hit this donkey switch, and that will open this lighthouse here. And we're going to go ahead and climb into it, fellas. Actually, before we do that, see, one day we'll eventually get a GB, fellas. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, found you. Oh, but I'm not gonna get it. All right. All right. Okay, dude. Listen. I'll wait for the loop. I'll wait for the loop. I got no problem. There we go. See, I was so dead set determined on this. It's so funny. Is there a time limit on that, or am I crazy? Was it because did I switch to another Kong? I don't even know, man. Give me that. I don't know why you have to give me this sequence again. I just did it. All right, so we're half of the episode in, fellas, and we're just going towards our first GB. Let that be known. Let that be known that we're making true progress here. Okay. Okay, so real quick, I do think there is a dirt patch that is, yeah, there's a dirt patch I want to go ahead and get real quick. Now, I don't actually know how much we really need dirt patches at this point. I don't know how expensive exactly things are going to get, but nonetheless, I feel like if you see them, you might as well do stuff with them, right? You might as well. So, oh, there's another thing we have to do. Hold on. Give me that real quick. I don't like that I'm low on ammo. There we go. All right, we've already got half of Donkey's bananas, which is good. That's good, I would say. So basically, we're gonna be climbing up this little here lighthouse. This is giving a lot of my, like, when anytime I do this, right? It gives me a lot of the vibe of climbing the fortress in Whomp's Fortress for Mario 64, right? The only difference being that the physics here are so much jankier in Donkey Kong 64, so it's actually very, very difficult in all reality. Like, you have a lot of horizontal movement. I think there's been some areas we've navigated in the past that have been like that. Cool, so that's going to be 65. I don't know if there's anything else around. Yeah. But there is, however, going to be this little lever we pull. I wonder if you actually have to do something else. Do we get a GB out of this? I swear you should be getting a GB out of this. Huh. Free a seal to score a banana. Very interesting. So that does free him. Do you not get a GB out of this? Okay, no, you do. You do. I was just like, it's more automatic of a process in Rando. So I'm kind of like, I was very confused. Sorry if I wasn't talking there for a minute. I don't really know if I was or wasn't. But after this, we're going to actually meet up with that seal that we met. By the way, GB number 80. I believe if I'm understanding, by the way, the total progression that we're going to be going for in this game, we are actually halfway there. We're halfway there in terms of the amount of GBs we're going to be getting, which is very, very nice. You'll love to see it. But, real quick, we're going to go ahead and move on over to that other side. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move over towards this way. Nope, that's the wrong way. If you could believe it, that's the wrong way. We're going to go ahead and head over this way because that old seal that we saw, we're going to be meeting up with him. I'm going to be completely real with you. I don't know what the relevance of the DK thing is. Okay, so you are able to go in that straight out of the gate. That's, I guess, kind of important to note. I think the relevance of that area is going to be, like, later when we do Lanky's stuff, but I could be wrong. Could be very much wrong. So I want to see, do you... Okay, so you do actually get something out of this. We get an upgrade, which I believe is going to actually give us more HP as well, I think. Don't really know for sure. It upgrades, I think, the amount of musical power we can hold, if you will. No, okay, I don't know if that actually gave much of anything. Do you have to upgrade with everybody? No, I think you universally upgrade. Okay, well, I guess that's important to note. Real quick, before I go and do this seal minigame, I actually want to see if maybe there isn't something over by where Funky is that we're able to do. Because if we're able to do something with Funky, that would be very nice. I am going to try and hit those pads where I can. Also get these banana coins. Dude, there's just This is the, I would like to consider this the pre-prepping, like, the pre-prepping, the prepping episode of Gloomy Galleon, as opposed to really getting a ton of actual work done in this level. Because this level's just so loaded, man. I mean, this level is genuinely such a loaded level. So I'm going to see real quick if Funky has anything available, or if we have to wait a little bit before. Yeah, okay, so Funky does not have anything for us yet. There is, I believe, one more upgrade that he will have in the game. I don't think he'll have any more than one upgrade left, but I actually could be wrong. He might have like an ammo upgrade and then another regular upgrade for us to do, but I don't know. I digress. So we're gonna go ahead and head on over towards this way, where the seal that we just freed resides, because we have to do a little mini game with them. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I don't recall being very good at this. Wait, does he just give you... Wait a minute. Hold on. Does he... Do they not make you do the seal race in this version of the game? I mean... I don't know if we're actually required to do it, but we'll do it for the sake of doing it, okay? Very interesting. I don't think they were supposed... I'm very confused. To say I'd be confused is kind of an understatement. Basically, similar thing to the car race back in Frantic Factory with Tiny. We kind of just got to do a little bit of boating around with Donkey. And also hit a bunch of checkpoints along the way. I don't remember how many are required to win, per se. And like I said, we might not even be required to do this right now. But like we honestly might have just needed to collect stuff and have that be it. Okay, there's 2 laps. You can only miss a certain amount of checkpoints as well, from what I can tell. I also don't know how many coins they need you to get. I'm going to take a wild guess and assume it is 10. Okay? It's going to be my wild guess. Holy, this is bad. Crazy work. I don't actually know if we need to do anything. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be just totally real with you for a second, fellas. If we fail it here, I'm going to not worry. Okay, so I'm going to not worry about it because I think straight up they just gave us the GB. I think they just gave us the GB. But, you know, because it says after you... This is courtesy of the IGN guide, right? After you free the seal, win a race against him, collect 10 coins for another banana. Now, the thing is, he kind of just... He kind of just handed me the thing. So, I don't know if we actually were just given that through... the like an I don't know, maybe a quality of life thing. Listen, at the end of the day, if we're supposed to come back here, we'll come back here at a later point. It'll be kind of awkward, but we'll do it. But fellas, that's gonna do it for this episode of Donkey Kong 64. Not much of a GB episode, huh? It's a lot of a getting a bunch of the areas open that we need to go to eventually traverse around. It's a bit of a weird process, but I think, honestly, I'm glad that we've already gotten 2 GBs. Again, I don't know fully if what we've done with the seal stuff. I think maybe they just straight up gave us the GB in Tag Anywhere, which is a choice. I don't really know why they would have done that, but it does seem like it would have been a little bit of an annoyance anyways, but who knows? So, oh god, I got the burps. Oh no, anyways, fellas, that's going to do it for this episode of Donkey Kong 64. Fellas, if you enjoyed this video, maybe like, comment, subscribe. I don't know, it's your life, do what you want. I don't really care, and I will see you fellas in the next video. Bye-bye, guys!